Now, having said that, Mr. President, I am here on the floor today with a number of my colleagues who will be joining me throughout the time here today to stand up and to be a voice for women here in the Senate. Mr. President, I was so proud to march this weekend with millions of women and men in a clear rejection of the hate and division that President Trump campaigned on, and in strong support of every woman's rights. This past weekend, we also recognized the anniversary of the historic ruling in Roe v. Wade, a decision that has empowered women and expanded economic opportunity and security for families for more than 4 decades. I have heard story after story from Washington State and across the country about what Roe v. Wade means for women. It means being able to plan your family, to be able to pursue your dreams and give back to your community. But perhaps most importantly, the decision in Roe v. Wade sent a clear message that access to abortion, a woman's right to make the most personal of all decisions herself, is fundamental to her freedom and her ability to chart her own path. Now, we've already seen extreme politicians in state after state do everything they can to undermine access to abortion. But unfortunately, Mr. President, today, the constitutionality protected rights women have had now for 44 years are unfortunately more at risk than ever as a result of President Trump's extreme and deeply harmful agenda. He has promised to pick Supreme Court nominees whose beliefs about women's reproductive rights simply could not be more backwards or more damaging. And in what looks unfortunately like a sign of things to come, the President yesterday signed an executive order limiting access to safe abortion and other family planning services on women worldwide by reinstituting the global gag rule. Mr. President, I want to be very clear. If the President continues down this path, women will be hurt. Their lives will be put at risk. And so goes the same for women around the world. So I am very concerned and I'm angry. But I'll tell you, if Saturday's march proved anything, it proved that women and men across this country are more motivated than ever. And frankly, so am I. Now, I can understand why President Trump may not have wanted to hear from the hundreds of thousands of marchers who completely filled the National Mall on Saturday, or the millions more nationwide who marched as well in every state from coast to coast and on every continent. But if he didn't get the message, this is just the beginning. The millions of women and people who care about women's rights and their access to health care are going to keep standing up. And we here in the Senate are going to continue to stand with them and fight back every step of the way and do everything in our power to make sure that our country does not go backward. It will not be easy, but I know if we can do it if we keep marching together. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor. Let's keep up this fight.